Before we begin, yes, I know, being in a calories deficit is the only way you're going to lose weight. It's calories in, calories out. As long as you're in a calorie deficit, you will eventually lose weight. Now, what's the problem with calories in, calories out? The problem isn't with the diet itself. The problem is with how people react after being on calories in, or after being introduced to calories in, calories out. When you first start counting calories, you'll realize, oh, if I eat this, then I can eat more of this than I can eat of that. For example, I can eat 200 grams of egg white and be satiated versus eating just one egg, including the yolk, and I won't be as satiated. Or basically, I can eat 300 grams of this food versus only 100 grams of this food. So obviously, if I want to be full, I would pick the 300 grams, right? The problem that may lead to an unhealthy lifestyle or an unhealthy diet is we all know that every gram of protein has 4 calories. Every gram of carb has 4 calories. Every gram of fat has 9.5 or 9-ish calories, right? We'll say 10. So when we start this diet, we all think, okay, so I'm just going to eat the low calories dense foods. And then from there, I'm only going to pick those. So by conclusion, you'll say, okay, so I'm not going to go for any fat. I only want the protein and the carbs. Then we have a problem, right? Then we're excluding a food that's important, that's essential for our body. There are fatty acids that are called essential fatty acids, right? They're called essential because they're actually essential. In the same way we have essential amino acids, right? Your body needs those fats. But if we're on this diet, if the person on this diet doesn't understand that these fats are necessary and will cut out fat altogether in hopes of being more satiated by what they're eating, then that leads to being malnourished. And being malnourished may eventually lead to more cravings, more binging, because your body is searching for those specific nutrients, micronutrients, macronutrients, whatever, that maybe your brain needs or that your body needs in order to function properly. For example, Athlete X or Jeff Cavalier has mentioned multiple times before, he's gone on low-fat diets. And because of this low-fat diet, he almost completely restricted all fat from his diet to the point where he was super sensitive to light. His eyesight wasn't as good as it could be. And this type of thinking where you're completely restricting a certain food group because of X reason or Y reason, whether that be keto, so I'm restricting all carbs, or a calorie in, calorie out mentality where you're saying, okay, I'm restricting all high calorie foods, so you're restricting a lot of fats that maybe your body may need, whether that's omega-3s or whatever. That might lead to the fact that many individuals that are on this diet, calories in, calories out, will in fact make you end up living an unhealthy lifestyle where you end up malnourished, or lacking nutrients, micro or macro. And in the end, calories in, calories out may lead to any individual on this specific diet end up being more unhealthy than they were to begin with. Again, as I said, this has nothing to do with the overall concept of calories in, calories out. The overall concept is golden, right? It's the golden rule. It's the only rule that you need to follow for any diet in order for it to work. Whether or not it's a sustainable way of doing it or an unsustainable way of doing it, you're still going to lose weight on calories in, calories out. So if you want to lose weight, you have to follow this mentality. However, what I'm attacking is not the diet itself. It's the assumptions that people will follow after learning about calories in, calories out, which is bad. So I just wanted to kind of outline this danger before doing any diet. Stumble, stutter, stumble, stutter, stumble, stutter, 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 stumble. What I wanted to say was, before you get into any diet, before you commit yourself to doing anything, look at the risks and then see, and also be educated and informed as to what is healthy, what is unhealthy. Don't be too extreme about it. Moderation is key, right? And that's it. So just follow CICO and do understand that you will need to incorporate some fats, some high calorie dense foods that will have those essential micronutrients or macronutrients that your body needs. And don't be afraid of a calorie. That's all I had to say. And it took me like 3 recordings and then one. Peace. Kind of realize and look into the nutrients. Look into nutrient and look into before doing this diet. Or yes, I know. Being in a calorie deficit. This diet. When we start this diet.